Hello everybody, it's Barb and Jack Moose. We're here for another Friday afternoon sing-along. We hope you're ready to join us because we could use some help. And I think most of these songs are ones you're going to know. This one I remember singing in Eugene Field Elementary School music class. Harriet Ray was the instructor, and we had a book of old songs like this, but they weren't old to us, they're just kind of what we sang. And this is one that was originally written, they think, in 1884 by a gentleman named Percy Montrose. It's called Oh My Darling Clementine. And it was always one of my favorites, but I guess I never really paid attention to the words of the verses, because at the end, it has kind of a funny ending. See if you remember what it is. Oh my darling, oh my darling, oh my darling Clementine, you are lost and gone forever, dreadful sorry Clementine. In a cavern, in a canyon, excavating for a mine, lived a miner, 49er, and his daughter Clementine. Oh my darling, oh my darling, oh my darling Clementine, you are lost and gone forever, dreadful sorry Clementine. Light she was and like a fairy, and her shoes were number 9. Herring boxes without topses, sandals were for Clementine. Oh my darling, oh my darling, oh my darling Clementine, you are lost and gone forever, dreadful sorry Clementine. Drove she ducklings to the water every morning just at 9. Hit her foot against a splinter, fell into the foaming brine. Oh my darling, oh my darling, oh my darling Clementine, you are lost and gone forever, dreadful sorry Clementine. Ruby lips above the water, blowing bubbles soft and fine. But alas, I was no swimmer, so I lost my Clementine. Oh my darling, oh my darling, oh my darling Clementine, you are lost and gone forever, dreadful sorry Clementine. In a churchyard, in a canyon, where the myrtle doth entwine, there grow roses and other posies, fertilized by Clementine. Oh my darling, oh my darling, oh my darling Clementine, you are lost and gone forever, dreadful sorry Clementine. How I missed her, how I missed her, how I missed my Clementine. But when I kissed her little sister, I forgot my Clementine. Oh my darling, oh my darling, oh my darling Clementine, you are lost and gone forever, dreadful sorry Clementine, you are lost and gone forever, dreadful sorry Clementine. Poor Clementine. That was such a sad song. We're going to have to follow that with another one. Actually, no, it's not a sad song. This one begins my 2-song series here of songs that when I sing these songs, I think of my grandmother. And I played one of my own compositions on the first session called Sacred Small. And a Sacred Small is a little memory that you have that reminds you of something comforting to you. Hi, Jack. Come on, lie down. There aren't any more cookies. There really aren't. Can you lie down? Come on, get in your bed. You can do it. Get in your bed. He said, but I want a cookie. Jack, go get in your bed. Go on, lie down. Lie down. There you go. Good boy. Thank you. I wonder how long this will last. He's awfully interested in me, and I don't think I have anything else for him, but shh, don't tell him that. Anyway, this is one of the songs that my grandmother Smith taught me. I would go up to her house when I was a little kid after school, but before I was even in school, when I went to kindergarten for a half day, in the afternoons I would be at her house because she and my mom had a business that they ran, and the office was in my grandmother Smith's house. So sometimes when grandmother wasn't out selling things, she would be there to play with me, and she had the most wonderful repertoire of songs. Are you okay now? Okay. And this was one that she taught me to sing to my little baby doll. And this wasn't just any baby doll. This was a special baby doll that I got, and I'd never seen anything like it. When you would lay it on its back, it would close its eyes. And, you know, when you're a young kid, that's pretty cool. You have a baby doll with moving parts, especially back in the early 1950s. So she taught me to sing this song as I would put my baby doll to bed. This is a tune from the southern United States from the 1800s. They don't know exactly when. Hush, little baby, don't say a word. Mama's gonna buy you a mockingbird. If that mockingbird won't sing, Mama's gonna buy you a diamond ring. And if that diamond ring turns brass, Mama's gonna buy you a looking glass. And if that looking glass gets broke, Mama's gonna buy you a billy goat. And if that billy goat won't pull, Mama's gonna buy you a cart and bull. And if that cart and bull turn over, Mama's gonna buy you a dog named Rover. And if that dog named Rover won't bark, Mama's gonna buy you a horse and cart. And if that horse and cart fall down, you'll still be the sweetest little baby in town. For Grandmother Smith. We're going to do another one for Grandmother Smith too. And it has its own special set of sacred small memories. And this memory set goes around what she would fix me when I would get home from school. As I got, like in second, third grade, I'd still go there because they still had the business. And when Grandmother was there, she would fix me the most wonderful snack after school. It may seem kind of simple now, but it was soda crackers. You get the kind where they were a double cracker, you know, 2 crackers. Sometimes you get the ones that were 4 and you had to break them apart. Those were even better. And she would put peanut butter on them and then sprinkle sugar on top of that lightly. So I got the salt, I got the carbs, I got the peanut butter, I got the sugar, I got it all from Grandmother. So Grace McKinley, you were my idol because you could do just about anything, I thought. And you could even teach your granddaughter this wonderful song. It's another one of those that when I finally listened to the words and paid attention, I realized that my grandmother taught me a drinking song. Way to go. Ha ha ha, you and me, little brown jug, don't I love thee? Ha ha ha, you and me, little brown jug, don't I love thee? My wife and I live all alone in a little log hut we call our own. She loves gin and I love rum, and don't we have a lot of fun? Ha ha ha, you and me, little brown jug, don't I love thee? Ha ha ha, you and me, little brown jug, don't I love thee? I lay in the shade of a big old tree, little brown jug in the shade with me. I raise her up and give a pull, little brown jug's about half full. Ha ha ha, you and me, little brown jug, don't I love thee? Ha ha ha, you and me, little brown jug, don't I love thee? We crossed the creek on a hollow log, me and the wife and a little brown dog. The wife and dog fell in kerplunk, but I held on to my little brown jug. Ha ha ha, you and me, little brown jug, don't I love thee? Ha ha ha, you and me, little brown jug, don't I love thee? If I'd a cow that gave such milk, I'd dress her in the finest silk, feed her up on oats and hay, and milk her 40 times a day. Ha ha ha, you and me, little brown jug, don't I love thee? Ha ha ha, you and me, little brown jug, don't I love thee? When I die, don't bury me at all, just pickle my bones in alcohol. Put a little brown jug at my head and feet, and then I know that I will keep. Ha ha ha, you and me, little brown jug, don't I love thee? Ha ha ha, you and me, little brown jug, don't I love thee? Well, at last this song is through, the rose is red, my nose is too, and I guess before I stop, I better take another drop. Ha ha ha, you and me, little brown jug, don't I love thee? Ha ha ha, you and me, little brown jug, don't I love thee? Ha ha ha, you and me, little brown jug, don't I love thee? Ha ha ha, you and me, little brown jug, don't I love thee? For Grandmother Smith, a drinking song. She was the best. Now, I told you on the very first Jack Moose sessions that I write songs, and usually they're silly songs. And then, of course, I proceeded to do one that was not silly. But this is the time for the silly one, I think. It's also a kind of a health warning song that is not about coronavirus, but it is about something that starts with a C. I wrote this in May of 2010, and I was just turning 60 years old, getting ready to turn 60, and I thought, you know, I should probably get a lot of these baseline tests that people get as they get older, and just make sure I'm okay. So I proceeded to talk to my doctor about that, and he recommended some. And of course, the ones that he recommended all involved putting a scope somewhere that I wasn't real pleased to have one placed. So I thought I'd write a song called If It's Got a Scope on It. And I did, but then it just kind of turned into the Colonoscopy Song. So I'm sure that you will pick up on the chorus. It's very simple, and I'll tell you a funny story about it when I get done, if I remember. They said when I turned 40, I'd start to go downhill. But 40 came, then 45, and I never felt so well. At 50, folks all warned me that life would get much harder. But 50 came, then 55, it didn't dim my ardor. And now I'm almost 70, though I still act like a kid. And I can say quite truthfully, when all is done and said, that I'm sure I'll live past 90, and the reason's plain you see. It's because I've been on the receiving end of a colonoscopy. If it's got a scope on it, you may not think you want it, but the doctors all agree. And at our age, their advice is sage, get a colonoscopy. Expect a little consternation as you do the preparation. I could go into detail, but I'll spare the explanation. Suffice it to say that it won't become an issue if you stock upon a case of a name brand toilet tissue. Good luck getting that today. If it's got a scope on it, you may not think you want it, but the doctors all agree. And at our age, their advice is sage, get a colonoscopy. It's minimally invasive, that's the term the doctors use as they load the intravenous with things to help you snooze. They ask you how you're feeling before you can reply. You drift off into twilight sleep, and now the end's in sight. If it's got a scope on it, you may not think you want it, but the doctors all agree. And at our age, their advice is sage. Get a colonoscopy. Check with those who've done it. They'll tell you not to shun it. In fact, they'll all agree. And at our age, their advice is sage. Get a colonoscopy. It's not much bother, and you know that you oughta get a colonoscopy. There you go. And now for the story. I wrote this, and my gastroenterologist, he's got a pretty good sense of humor. His name's Dr. Mark Griffin here in Lincoln. And so I put it on a little CD, and I took it down and dropped it off at his office, the front desk for him. And about a month later, I was scheduled to go in for an endoscopy, where they go in through your throat. And as they wheeled me into the procedures room, he leaned over and said, "We've got your song on. It's on the intercom." And I could hear it playing. So the last thing I heard as I went under the twilight was, "If it's got a scope on it, you may not think you want it." And then I went to sleep. Luckily, everything was fine, but it's always a good idea to get one of those just to make sure. All right, we are down to the last song, and this one, it was gathered, not necessarily written, but it was gathered by a gentleman named Wallace Willis. He was a Choctaw Indian freedman, and he went around gathering songs in the South in the 1860s. And he gathered this song, and according to what he wrote, he thought it could have been used as a code song, perhaps by the slaves who were trying to escape, even though it is known to be a spiritual now. And eventually this song made its way to the Jubilee Singers at Fisk University in Nashville. And they were under the direction of a gentleman named Alexander Reed, and he loved this song, and he added a little bit to it, and he took his singers over to England in the early 1900s and took them over there to do a choir tour. And wherever they sang this song, it became so beloved by the English people, and they never forgot that. So if you look it up in Wikipedia, as of a couple of years ago, this song, as hard as it is to believe, not only is it the Oklahoma State Gospel Song, it is the anthem of England's National Rugby Union. So, I just know it as Swing Low, Sweet Chariot. Sometimes we need a little soothing song, so join me in this, and you can think of it as a code song, as an English rugby song, an Oklahoma State Gospel song, or just a beautiful hymn. Swing low, sweet chariot, coming for to carry me home. Swing low, sweet chariot, coming for to carry me home. I looked over Jordan, and what did I see? Coming for to carry me home. A band of angels coming after me, coming for to carry me home. Swing low, sweet chariot, coming for to carry me home. Swing low, sweet chariot, coming for to carry me home. I'm sometimes up, I'm sometimes down, coming for to carry me home. But still my soul feels heaven bound, coming for to carry me home. Swing low, sweet chariot, coming for to carry me home. Swing low, sweet chariot, coming for to carry me home. If you get there before I do, coming for to carry me home. Just tell my friends I'm coming too, coming for to carry me home. Swing low, sweet chariot, coming for to carry me home. Swing low, sweet chariot, coming for to carry me home. If I get there before you do, coming for to carry me home, I'll cut a hole and I'll pull you through, coming for to carry me home. Swing low, sweet chariot, coming for to carry me home. Swing low, sweet chariot, coming for to carry me home. Swing low, sweet chariot, coming for to carry me home. Swing low, sweet chariot, coming for to carry me home. Beautiful hymn. I hope you've had some fun today with us. We've had fun with you, and we always do. And I'll look forward to seeing you right back here for Jack Moose Sessions number 6 next week. This is Jack Moose Session number 5 already. And maybe, just maybe, at the end of April, I'll pick a different outfit for May. We'll see. I kind of like this one, especially since I have so many of the shirts, but I could be coerced. Have a great weekend. Treat everybody nicely. Treat yourself nicely, and be safe. Remember, the life you save could be someone else's and your own. Bye. Jack is assuming his usual position. Bye, Jack.